Mexico. You know, they call her one spicy quesadilla. I tell you what, I wasn't too far from the 505 last weekend. And all they were talking about while I was there was Angelica Risk and her journey towards the OVW Women's Championship.
One spicy quesadilla, Josh, but tonight, will she be one spicy champion?
We shall see, Brian. We shall see.
She's fired up. I love the energy. Let's kick off Rise. This is the way you should kick off OVW Rise, guys.
In full effect here tonight.
You mentioned the mind games, but there's just a difference in tones, a difference in ambience. I mean, Angelica Risk coming out, that joyousness, that dances, that energy. But whenever you see anyone from the Revolution come out, there's that cloud of seriousness and focus, and almost a foreboding.
Foreboding is a good way to put it.
Introducing first, the challenger. She is from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Angelica Risk. And her opponent, representing the Revolution. She's from Nashville, Tennessee. She is the OVW Women's Champion, the ultimate athlete, J-Rod.
You know, Ryan, you spoke of that energy that Angelica Risk brings. I definitely feel it, but she's got to save some of that energy tonight to face off against our women's champion, J-Rod.
And here's the thing, guys, is that energy maybe laced with hope? Is that what we're feeling here in Davis Arena? I mean, the Menzinger said hope is a dangerous little thing, but maybe that's what we need here in Hot Point Davis Arena tonight.
Angelica Risk becoming a fan favorite here. I mean, just when her music hits, you hear the roar of the crowd. They're happy to see her. They're happy to see her shaking her spicy cakes too, if I might say.
Yeah, but you also hear part of the crowd siding with the Revolution, siding with the ideas, the thought process of Doug Basham. And, you know, I haven't heard a Hot Point Davis Arena crowd this split in years.
Now, sometimes, Josh, people are attracted to power, and I think that's what you're seeing with those cheers for Revolution. But right now, the power is in J-Rod, who has that huge size advantage over Angelica, but it's not necessarily the size of the competitor. It's the size of the fight in the competitor. Angelica Risk, that girl's got so much fight, I don't know how she fits in the front door.
You know, I'd be cliche if I said Dynamite came in small packages, but so does C4, and when C4 is triggered, ooh, it'll wipe you out, and that's what Angelica Risk is. But right now, J-Rod trying to play spoiler, pulling that detonation cord out of Angelica Risk, but Risk fighting away on the shoulders.
Ooh. Angelica Risk with those strong strikes and kicks. I mean, that's got to be her strategy here. And you mentioned the size difference. She's laying it on there on J-Rod. It's seeming to work right now.
Here's the thing, Angelica Risk, such an explosive competitor. Not to keep going back to that, but so quick. But she's in there with J-Rod, who is the ultimate athlete, and she lives up to that moniker. Angelica can't just outrun J-Rod. She's going to survive and capitalize.
Angelica Risk just flung across the ring there by J-Rod. And that's the thing, you know, I said it a few weeks ago, and I said it directly to her face. You know, J-Rod has no affiliation whatsoever with anyone other than the Revolution. She doesn't care about OVW. She doesn't care about the fans here in Hot Point Davis Arena. The only thing she cares about, is herself. And that's showing right now as J-Rod's displaying that athleticism that you keep crowing about there, Kennison.
I mean, Josh, you can't watch J-Rod not say she's an incredible athlete. I mean, but look at that. Angelica Risk has the skills to match.
I never said that she wasn't an incredible athlete. I just don't like her.
Rowan, I'm just acknowledging.
Bro, I don't have to be impartial out here. Angelica Risk. Sends J-Rod face first to that ring post.
J-Rod held on there for a second. They got hung up in her own feet. Angelica Risk finding a way to take it to the OVW Women's Champion right now.
A little verbal assault there from the spicy quesadilla as well. Whew.
You gotta wonder, Linda, is Doug Basham somewhere watching this wondering, you know, did I maybe pick the wrong women's champion? Because let's not forget, the women's championship on the line here.
Ooh.
There's that back and forth chant you mentioned earlier, Josh. A house divided here at Hot Point Davis Arena.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, it's been years since I've seen the crowd here in Davis Arena this split on their loyalties.
But that's why. Why is our OVW faithful so split? We have the Revolution. They're so despicable. Easily hated.
Well, look, here's the thing, okay? I'll be honest with you. I've been on the opposite side of this. I've had this directed towards me, and what it is, people see what's real. They see something they click with, they connect with. It's not necessarily, ooh, baseball slide drop kick wipes out J-Rod.
Speaking of connect.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that they believe in the ethos of the Revolution. They believe in the words of Doug Basham. They just want to see something different. They want to see a change. They want to see something ripped down in front of them and rebuilt in a new image. Those bloodthirsty fans, they're willing to take whatever's given at them just to turn their back on what the status quo is. And right now, you can't turn your back on Angelica Risk, as she's just walking mud holes, stomping mud holes in J-Rod.
But Josh, I want to quote something
Sorry
you
for
said.
the diatribe.
I want to say something you quoted to me about half a decade ago.
What's that?
Who turns their back on opportunity?
I mean, that's a fair point.
That's from the East End Villain, and J-Rod did that. That opportunity led her to the Women's Championship in this hellacious matchup with Angelica Risk. In a very short order, J-Rod found herself at the top of the mountain, and that's an opportunity.
That barricade moved a few inches back with that impact.
Can you imagine that damage Angelica Risk is feeling? That barricade is hard. Oh my gosh.
But J-Rod face first right into that wooden barricade. And that has rarely any give to it unless you're throwing somebody into that bad boy.
And guys, I will say this, at least from a watching professional wrestling standpoint, the Revolution has brought out a different side of everyone. Every competitor has a different edge, a different drive, that extra gear, it seems like. So, I mean, maybe it's, iron sharpens iron. I'll be damned if this hasn't been some of the best and most exciting professional wrestling I haven't seen in years.
Well, look, and here's the thing, okay? The Revolution, they're able to tap into a primal instinct, a primal urge that you have to not just compete, but it's you versus me. It's dog eat dog. And I'm going to walk out and you're not. And the thing is, as much as I don't like them, I respect that.
Oh, God. Fall away, slam. Angelica Risk might have gotten hurt on that. Might want to tweak something in the lower back.
No, I mean, Brian, that's the thing. When you get flung across the ring like that, it's not an easy landing. Short frog splash, too.
Oh, she saved up that energy, guys. Kicking out of that, man.
Women's Championship on the line here. J-Rod seemingly having Angelica Risk exactly where she wants her, but guys, you can never count out Angelica Risk.
No, without a doubt. Now look at this, J-Rod trying to get the advantage here, using those ropes as leverage, trying to pop the head back like a Pez dispenser, as I age myself.
Now, Pez is still big, but right now the Revolution is big in OVW, seemingly taking things over. And folks, we're heading towards October 31st, Halloween Hell Night. Doug Basham making you spin the wheel, make a deal, a night full of stipulations, but also a night of trick-or-treating before the show. It's going to be an amazing way to spend your Halloween. Tickets are on sale at ovwtix.com. Bring the family, but also bring your excitement, because it is going to be off the charts.
You know, Halloween, my absolute favorite holiday the entire year. Hot Point Davis Arena, my favorite place to be. Ooh, boot to the midsection, though, from Angelica Risk. We'll see you here at Halloween Hell Night. You know where else we're going to see you, Linda?
Oh, look at that. J-Rod kicking the life out of Angelica Risk.
Kick right to the sternum, takes the wind out of Angelica Risk. You know, you're going to see OVW live on tour throughout the month of October. We're going to be at HawkCon in Pikeville on October the 26th, 1 week before Halloween Hell Night.
Now that, Linda, we got a big pay-per-view coming up on November 2nd.
That's right, just days after Halloween Hell Night. Back here at Davis Arena, it's Reckoning. A special pay-per-view where, you know, the Revolution will have a lot influence into that pay-per-view.
But folks, will we have a new women's champion by the time we get to Pikeville? And Angelica Risk has anything to say about it? We will. Look at this, trying to roll her up here.
Looking to go for that sunset flip. Oh, look at that. J-Rod had it scouted, tried to throw the punch, but Risk out of the way. Oh!
What I like about this is you can see Risk is putting everything behind every punch, everything she has to take it to J-Rod, and I respect the hell out of that.
When you have to,
Oh,
God, you have to do that against an opponent like J-Rod.
but also, you guys, let's not forget, this is Angelica's first chance at the OVW Women's Championship. She's definitely giving it her all tonight, and she has that never say die attitude. We can see it right now. I mean, she's been through so much already in this match, but she's fighting back hard.
You're absolutely right. First opportunity at OVW Gold. And look at that, J-Rod trying to just wring the life out of Angelica Risk. And how much of a moral victory would that be for J-Rod to just take the life out of Angelica Risk, to leave her limp?
I mean, if I had a chance at the Women's Championship, I would be giving it my all as well. I don't know how well I would stand against the Ultimate Athlete there. However, I too would have that same never say die attitude, which I think we're still seeing here from Angelica. Oh!
Look at that, right into a backstabber. Angelica Risk trying to find any opportunity, any opening here that she can. Both women down.
Finding something down deep. Angelica, Josh, you got to wonder, though, that size difference, J-Rod coming down on Angelica, did that maybe take a little bit out of Risk?
I mean, yeah, that's the risk versus reward, no pun intended.
Angelica has that heart, that drive.
Angelica Risk fighting tooth and nail to get back to her feet. Look at that. Both women, Linda, so much has been taken out of them.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm similar in size, I would say, to Angelica, but having to face off in this match, I can give it to Angelica. I mean, giving it her all, the way she's maintaining, the way she's still kicking butt in this match, I got to give it up to her. I'm not sure if I could maintain that against J-Rod right now in this match, but
Well, you know, and that's a testament to Angelica Risk. Linda, you know, you've spent a lot of time inside the cage in MMA in your career, and for you to not want to, you know, have to step in there against someone like J-Rod says volumes about not only the tenacity of Angelica Risk, but the danger that J-Rod poses.
And guys, I'll say this much, Josh. You bring, and we're talking about the tenacity and the never say die attitude of Angelica Risk. You bring up Albuquerque, there's a famous show, Breaking Bad, there, no half measures. And that's the thing with against J-Rod, that you can't go in as a half measure. You have to go full bore, 120%, because she is the ultimate athlete, and it will take every bit of you. It'll take every bit of Angelica Risk to take that championship from her. And Angelica knows that. Look at that, sliding out of the way.
Angelica Risk, knee to the face of J-Rod. Oh, and those slaps right in between the shoulder blades.
The mind games, as you would say, Josh.
Angelica again shaking it, and you know, that stuff's hotter than red and green chili. That's hotter than Christmas.
All right then, but it's Halloween, so it's not Christmas.
No, I mean, you guys aren't from New Mexico. You don't know this.
I'm not, but I do love it out there. It's beautiful. Angelica Risk now up to the top rope in that high rent district.
Oh!
Huge crossbody. Instead of going for the cover, though, just raining down blows into the top of the skull of J-Rod.
Continuing to rain down punishment. Angelica Risk knows, again, no half measures. You got to do more than the crossbody. You got to inflict more damage. J-Rod's already almost back to her feet.
Oh!
Look at that, short hurricane rana, snapping her face right down into the canvas. Angelica Risk needs to capitalize here, guys.
Angelica Risk firing up. She might be inching closer to that OVW Women's. Look at that, J-Rod trying to shut her down.
Oh!
Head scissor takeover there.
Head scissors cutting the champ down to size.
Wait a second.
You're gonna
You
get
got
that
long
area
distance.
code.
We're gonna call that 505.
Oh!
Right to the face of Angelica Risk.
The champ from here to Albuquerque. Risk so close.
Hooks her up, looks for that springboard DDT.
Oh!
This could be it. Angelica Risk has to go for the cover right now.
Cover!
Middle of the ring.
Oh!
J-Rod, though, gets that shoulder off the canvas.
Unbelievable. You felt this crowd coming alive, coming out of their seats for Risk. Thought we had a new OVW Women's Champion right there, but J-Rod holding on.
Hell, I thought we had a new OVW Women's Champion right there. Look at this, though. Goes for that tornado DDT, J-Rod.
Oh!
With the spear, she managed to get out of it.
Here's your winner, and still OVW Women's Champion,
J-Rod with an incredible spear, a bit of a question.
Who gets set for battle first? She stands in the corner to my right, the challenger, coming to us from Arlington County, Virginia, the real deal. And her opponent, she stands to my left, fighting out of Melbourne, Australia. She is the current reigning, defending House of Glory Women's Champion, Indy.
The vacant HOG Women's Championship. And last we saw Indy defend that title, she picked up a win over Priscilla Kelly. That was in this building back at High Intensity. And Shotzi did so as well, also got a win later on over Priscilla Kelly, and I know that she would like to have that next shot.
Indy Hartwell getting very comfortable at the House of Glory home base here in New York City. Continues to endear herself as champion to our House of Glory wrestling faithful.
Absolutely. What is Zayda? A little surprise. Oh, well, there you go. I was going to say, surprising handshake.
The real deal.
That's the Zayda steal I was expecting.
A real antagonist as always. Zayda Steele now, though, back into the ring.
Only 21 years old, but she is very sure of herself, has a self-confidence that few people are twice her age have.
One of the Tomikaze, nothing doing. Indy Hartwell scoops into the slam. Again. Now, Indy Hartwell, third time. The charm.
Zayda trying to fight out of it.
What presence of mind. What awareness by Zayda Steele. Now, point of the elbow meets the jaw. Indy Hartwell takes up. Oh, the Yakuza kick. Zayda Steele, ugly spill to the floor. Indy Hartwell feeling it thus far in our opening moments of this Women's Championship bout.
Zayda Steele, one of Julia's opponents in Julia's last match in Japan last year for Marigold. That was her first Japanese tour. She'll be traveling the world a lot more, I'm sure. She might want to be traveling the world with the HOG Women's Championship and take that title with her.
I would say, fresh off the heels of a WWE ID tenure, there is no better first accomplishment one could ask for.
Well, I mean, look, there was a reason why she was the first prospect they recruited. Now, they recognize the talent in this young woman. A lot of people have her pegged to be one of the biggest women's stars within the next 5 years.
Bona fide blue chip prospects. I don't think there's even any argument.
No. Anybody who's ever watched her, had a chance to speak with her, she's very impressive. I don't think Indy Hartwell cares right now.
Indy Hartwell.
Oh, wow. Head first into that steel post.
Once again, that awareness of where she is at all times, and Zayda Steele coming into play big time.
That's going to be bad news for the champion.
Zayda Steele.
In the HOG women's division, really been ramping up these last several months. We've seen a lot of new faces. The championship has become highly sought after.
The prestige of it continues to grow with each passing of the fence. Indy Hartwell has taken this division on her back. Zayda Steele would like to relieve her of that load. And now stomping away.
It was back here this year in March. Indy Hartwell made her House of Glory debut against Mercedes Monet, who knows a thing or two about collecting championships.
I would say.
Yeah, I heard she just collected her 10th, I believe, over in Denmark. But she had a very impressive showing in there against Mercedes. And ever since then, Indy's been on a roll.
Now, Zayda Steele in the driver's seat. The lung blower. Nowhere to go for Indy Hartwell, still to the floor.
Back down to the floor.
Once again,
Zayda Steele, very interesting story. She knew from the age of 12 that she wanted to be a pro wrestler. Dropped out of high school early to start training. You see that chop. Her mother said that if WWE didn't contact her by the end of that year, she would have to quit wrestling and go back to school. 8 months later, she got her first tryout.
Guts on display to put all your chips on the table like that, all in the name of a dream.
Took a chance on herself. Actually cites Mercedes Monet as her biggest influence growing up as a wrestling fan. Yeah, she has a sense of entitlement. and almost superiority about her that tends to rub people the wrong way.
It's interesting you've compared Zayda Steele and Mercedes Monet in similar sentences, and they both carry a similar chip on their shoulder in that regard. Zayda sees that it's turned Mercedes Monet into practically a walking bank vault of championship gold. I gotta believe Zayda might just be following the blueprint.
Well, look, the blueprint has worked for Mercedes, so it's not a bad blueprint to follow.
Scissor sleeper now locked in by.
He is slowly carrying her towards the corner, it looks like.
This will wear down the gas tank. That's those stamina reserves, carrying the weight of your opponent. And just like that, Zayda Steele.
Nothing technical about a fistful of hair, but it was effective.
Indy Hartwell having trouble sustaining momentum during this championship defense thus far. Zayda Steele now continues to up the ante with the maneuver she's pulling out. But now to the floor.
That's the third time that we have seen her dump the champion out of the ring. You can't win the title on a countout.
These are nasty spills to the floor, don't get me wrong, but you're allowing the champion to regain.
Baseball slide there by Zayda.
I stand correct.
And now she's showboating for this crowd. They don't sound impressed. Referee Stephen Dumaine putting the count on Indy.
Once again.
Right back down to the floor. Trying to figure out what the strategy is here.
At this point, playing a perimeter defense of sorts.
It's got to be frustrating Indy. Another, see, one too many times.
Indy Hartwell had it scouted, passed her by, and now head bouncing off the ring apron. Wait a minute. Returning fire in kind of Zayda Steele. Now jockeying for momentum, Zayda sends Indy back into the ring.
Again, you can scan that QR code, all of our viewers right now. Take it to the House of Glory YouTube channel, tons of content there. Lots of action, just like what we've seen so far tonight. As Zayda hits the ropes, and a spine buster by Indy Hartwell. That creates the separation, Johnny, that she desperately needed.
Oh, we're back at base camp. We're back to ground zero, so to speak.
And a reset here. This is a chance for Indy to turn things around.
Our House of Glory faithful in attendance, rallying behind the defending champ. Explodes into the pair of clotheslines. Hold on now. Indy able to put on the brakes, not spill into the floor again.
Big move by Indy.
Zayda Steele.
Zayda has no idea where she is, let alone where Indy is. And Indy with a diving elbow drop to the lower back. That was very impressive.
Point of the elbow right into that spine. I gotta believe Zayda Steele is feeling the tinglings in every extremity at this point.
I would say if somebody dropped an elbow on my back, I'd be tingling too.
Yeah, I need to be reeled out of there. Now Zayda steps off the second, strikes her with the tornado DDT.
Beautiful maneuver.
Outside leg hooked. Only two. Indy Hartwell digging deep, keeping clutch on that House of Glory Wrestling Women's Championship.
Very impressed by what we've seen so far out of Zayda. She's getting increasingly frustrated now. She has the championship, and I don't know that is very smart. As Stephen Dumaine trying to pull the title away.
Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Stephen Dumaine.
She's got the title.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
I've seen this before.
Wait just a minute here.
Eddie Guerrero's birthday was yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Hold on now.
Wait a minute.
Tomikaze. Cover. Zayda Steele's own maneuver. Used against her. Indy Hartwell retained.
One of these women will walk away with their name engraved on the side of that cup. Who will it be? Will it be Kiah Dream or Natalia Markova?
Come on, Kiah!
Careful, Victor! competition here. And just as a reminder to fans, Kiah Dream has only wrestled here twice. This is the second time that she's wrestled tonight, unfortunately, due to circumstances out of everyone's control. Zayda was injured or unable to compete. Therefore, Kiah was catapulted into the finals. Natalia Markova, on the other hand, this is her third match of the night. She is tired, but she's not showing it. I can see it on the smile in her face right now. Both of these women equally as strong as they are beautiful. Now Natalia giving Lady Lee a run for her money.
Everybody wants one of those.
$5. $5.
Hit it with that leg. A big kick.
Those high kicks once again from Natalia. Stepping into the pin. Remember, if the action looks like it's coming your way, it is.
That's some chicken shit.
You got a taste of it earlier, front row. You better be careful. And now the audience being very polite and fanning Miss Dream over here.
Rolling out like a chicken shit. Come on.
Now listen, I hope there are any timeouts in pro wrestling this time. Demanding with the crowd feeling her as she walks by. And now Natalia's definitely had enough of this. Vicious forearm that she wasn't expecting. And a quick 2 punches to the gut. And directly on that post. Kiah delivering the crowd to move. Kiah demanding for the crowd to now move. Natalia just then. To the floor. That has got to hurt anything for this Victorian Cup. Miss Kiah Dream. Queen of the South putting the Crush back in the ring into a pin. The Crush is not done here yet.
Come on, it's not just one. This is awesome.
And here we go. The vicious back and forth begins here. And Kiah Dream just as immovable. A little vicious back elbow. X-Factor into the pin. Not quite yet, Miss Crush. Kiah catching herself. Could this be it? The cover! Victor with us is not yet. That was a count of two. And the Queen of the South is, she says she's got something. So close. So close. Natalia Markova barely fighting off, asking the crowd to lend them her energy. Sending Marina and Zud into the corner. Trying to knock that kick, but missing. Doing the right thing here, as always.